Hi all and welcome back to Next Stage Designs with me Sylvia. In today's video I have another lovely and super easy face mask for you. So for today's face mask you will need a cotton fabric. The best fabric is 100% cotton, so I'll be using this cotton fabric. Also you will need a stretchy t-shirt. I'm reusing my old t-shirt, and from this t-shirt I will show you how to create your own cord. So get your old t-shirt ready. Also you will need a tape measure, some scissors, the chalk, a needle. If you want to do the hand stitch, I will show you how to do the hand stitching, so it's handy to have a good quality needle. Also you will need some pins, and it's very handy to have this clip. If you don't have it, try to use whatever you prefer, but I love to use these for the nose adjustment, so the mask will sit nicely on top of your nose. You can get this when you buy a bread, so this comes with the bread bag, so you can close your bread bag. So I'll be using this for our mask. And you will also need a plate. Okay, so for the children's sizes, this plate is 19 centimeters. This should fit a toddler, so this is the size for the toddler. Then I have this plate, which is small or small adult, which is 25 centimeters. I'll be using this one for myself, so this is a small size, and this is a medium size, and this measures 27 centimeters. So this size should fit most of the adults. And before we start, I'm going to show you how to create your own cord. So get your t-shirt ready and cut the bottom seam off. Take your measuring tape and mark 2 centimeters. Once you got your strip like this, we are going to cut off the side seam like so, and stretch it as much as you can, and you have a lovely cord for your face mask, stretchy and very comfy. Okay, so for the next step, we are going to prepare our fabric. So once you have your fabric ready, place it the wrong side up like me, and take the plate you have chosen for your size and place it on the fabric like so. Grab your chalk and mark it all the way around like me. So once you have your circle ready, we are going to fold it in half like so, and press it. For the next step, once you have it done like me, folded and pressed, we are going to cut it in half in this place like so. Next, we'll be sewing all the way around 1 centimeter allowance, but we are going to leave 7 centimeters gap. So we will sew from here to the start of this gap, then we're gonna leave a gap here, and from this point all the way around we will sew. So let's place the pins. So I will be sewing on my sewing machine, but if you don't have a sewing machine, that's not a problem. In the next part, I'm going to show you how to do a hand stitch, so you can sew this face mask even if you don't have a sewing machine. So I prepared my needle and my thread, but I threaded it with a red color so you can see much better. Use the same matching color of your thread for your fabric, but I'll be using the red one so you can see the stitches better, and also I'll be sewing on the wrong side. So let's start. I created a knot at the end. Insert your needle from the bottom like so. And I am going to show you a really nice and a strong stitch called back stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna go forward about 3 millimeters, like so. And that will be my first stitch. And I want to get my needle somewhere here. Hope you can see well. And I'm going to insert my needle at the beginning of this stitch here. Okay, so place it into the same place, like so. And then I want to go again here, again about 3 millimeters. And back. And again from the back, inserting my needle, from the back to the front, and going back again into this stitch here. As you can see, it's a really nice and strong stitch, back stitch. So if you don't have a sewing machine, not to worry, use this hand stitch. Now you know how to use a hand stitch, but if you prefer the sewing machine, of course you can use the sewing machine because it's much faster. But for those who don't have a sewing machine, please use this back stitch. It's as good as the sewing machine stitch. Okay, so for the next step, we are going to mark 5 centimeters from the bottom. I already done it here, so we just mark it like so, and from this point up you will mark 7 centimeters mark, and we will be sewing from the bottom up to this point here. Then we're gonna do back stitch, and then we're gonna start with the back stitch here, and we will be sewing from this point all the way around and here, and then we're just gonna do back stitch there as well. And we will have 1 centimeter allowance all the way around, and this will be the gap for our filter. And once we have everything ready, we are ready to sew. Once you got your seam around, we are going to place few little cuts like so. Make sure you won't go through the stitch, just 2-3 millimeters away from this stitch, and this will help us form our mask much better. Few little cuts. Next step, we are going to open the seam like this, and we are going to press it. Once you have your seam pressed like me, we are going to stitch around this opening, and you can start here and go all the way around this gap so it will stay nice and secured. Don't worry if it's not perfect, it's going to be inside anyway, so not to worry about this gap too much. So once you have it like me, we are going to turn our mask this way. So this was the start, and now we are going to turn it this way so the seams come together like so. Okay, and now this will be the gap for our filter. So next step, place the pins 1 centimeter, again seam allowance, and one in the middle where the seams are together, and one in the middle here, and exactly the same on the other side. And this is our mask prepared for the next step. Okay, so now we are going to sew from this point down, 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 and don't forget to do the back stitch. We should have something like this. Now we are ready to turn it inside out, but before we do so, you can also trim these corners a little bit like so, and now we are ready to turn it inside out. Okay, so for the next step, get your clip ready, and we are going to insert it inside our mask. Okay, so I will place it through this gap here at the top like this. Make sure it sits nicely in the middle, and you can place a pin just under like this, and we are going to secure it right in the middle. You can also go all the way around and then do the stitches on this side, or you can just go from here down under the clip and finish with the stitch on this side. So it's up to you. I'm gonna go all the way around, but just before I do so, I am going to place the pins so my fabric is not moving that much, and you can also press it before you start sewing. Also, you may have noticed there is a seam, and on the other side there is no seam. So it's up to you where you're going to place your clip, but I decided to go on this side because when you put the clip, it goes right under the seam and it stays nicely in the place. Okay, so let's do the top stitching. And now do the stitching on the sides so the clip will stay in the place. Once we have our clip inside, make sure you put it on this side if you don't want the seam like I have here, but I think it sits really nicely if I put it under the seam from the inside. Okay, so it's up to you really. For the last step, all we have to do, we are going to fold these corners like so, and we are going to do 1 centimeter allowance so we can thread our cord inside. And we're gonna do so on both sides. So we need to fold it about 1.5 centimeters in, and seam allowance will be 1 centimeter. And you should have something like this, 1 centimeter inside. Now we are ready to thread our cord, and your cord should be 1 meter and 20 centimeters. Get your safety pin ready and place the cord we created at the beginning of this video. And I like to, so this is the top of your mask. Where is your clip? Okay, and I like to thread my cord so the loop is at the bottom like this. So I thread this side first, like this, and then the other side. You can use any cord you like. And it should go like that. So this loop goes behind your neck. So this is the mask like this. Let me just take the safety pin. And this is the mask. This is the filter for your pocket. This is the clip, so you can adjust it around your nose. And this loop goes over. Let me just clean this mess. This loop goes over your head and behind your neck. You place your mask, pull the strings, and tie back behind your head. I'm gonna show you a short video how to do this. enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like my video, share my video, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe.